Yep, 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 yep. Yep. What's up, y'all? Tell like it is TV, man. Let's talk about it, y'all. So first of all, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you want to donate. The links is in the description box. If not, that's cool. The like button is, that's right, y'all. The like button is free. All right, man. So I had to do this quick little video real quick, man. You know what I'm saying? First of all, we on the backup channel, at least for about a week. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But anyway, found this interesting. I was going to do a video about this because it's a lot of talk about Mike Tomlin and Mike Tomlin, he has three playoff games within the last 6 years or 8 years, whatever the case may be, and people talking about, man, it's time to get rid of Tomlin. You know, that's the thing that irritates me about Steeler Nation sometimes. Y'all so fickle, like it's ridiculous. Sometimes I'll be like, damn, did y'all ever even play sports or you know what I mean? Like as far as people that do videos, obviously we know that we all know that the fire Tomlin thing is, some of these folks, I ain't want to sit up and hold you. Some of these folks just don't want to see a brother be in position of power. They just tired of seeing that shit. You know what I'm saying? They want somebody that looks like them to be in that position coaching the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's just that sector of people on the internet, all right? Anybody that knows anything about some football at the end of the day understands that Mike Tomlin is a great coach. And it is what it is. You know what I mean? Sometimes everything ain't on the coach. Everything is not on the coach, y'all. Motherfuckers fumbling footballs, that ain't got nothing to do with the coach. Motherfuckers don't know what they assignments is or missing assignments or, that's not on the coach, all right? But anyway, John Harbaugh has only has three playoff wins since 2014. Where is all the fire John Harbaugh as far as the Ravens go? You know what I'm saying? You don't hear it. Why you don't hear it? I don't know. John Harbaugh only has, his resume is just the same as goddamn Mike Tomlin. So why is it that there's not a lot of fire Mike Tomlin or, man, maybe the message is not getting through to players and da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. Where's all this, let's remove John Harbaugh off of his spot, all right? Y'all constantly trying to kick Mike Tomlin off the block at the end of the day the minute he lose a game, all right? Like I said, it's childish as hell. To me, in my personal opinion, very childish. Like I said, some of y'all are not really Steelers fans. Some of y'all are just cold fire Mike Tomlin at the end of the day. It is what it is. We still have a playoff game to play. We still have one more regular season game to play. And some of y'all are already talking about next year. I'm going to need y'all to shut the fuck up. I mean, if that's the case, if y'all want to talk about next year, then go ahead and do that. You know what I'm saying? Let us that's still in the moment, okay? Still in the moment of the season, let us be there and let us have our imagination of actually getting to the Super Bowl. Because, long we get to the dance, anything can happen. And we already punched our ticket, you know what I'm saying? This time around, we punched our ticket a lot more earlier than in previous seasons where we have to sit here and hope this team lose and we're rooting for teams to lose. We're hating, you know what I'm saying? We're not in a position of hating this year. We controlled our own destiny. We just played some 3 great teams back to back to back, and we held L's, all right? And we're going to be playing a 4th team in the Cincinnati Bengals that's absolutely tearing the league up right now. You got to tip your cap off to Cincinnati, another divisional rival, and we got to go through and we got to get the sweep. I'm still in belief that somehow, some way, and I say this somehow, some way, because this was my prediction, so I got to stand on it. You know what I'm saying? But so far, I told y'all that last game was going to be for the division. You know what I'm saying? It was going to be for the division. Now, in this situation, we're going to need some big help from the Cleveland Browns to be able to beat the Baltimore Ravens. And of course, we got to take care of business when it comes down to the Cincinnati Bengals this coming Sunday. We'll see what happens. I'm still standing on it. I'm a little optimistic because I don't believe that the Cleveland Browns are going to beat the Baltimore Ravens. I just don't believe it. So, it is what it is. As long as we win, we'll be the 5th seed. We'll go to Houston and for that playoff game, for the wild card game. And I don't mind being on the road. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind us being on the road. Sometimes I know our record says we've been kind of decent on the road. I think we only got one loss at home unless we end up losing this Sunday coming to with Cincinnati. So we'll see what happens with that, man. But I'm still standing on that as far as us winning the division. And even if we don't win the division, we're still in the playoffs. And like I said, we got the defense. We just need guys to get healthy. That's all I'm really concerned about. Guys getting healthy going into the playoffs. And, once we in there, we got the running game to be able to take care of business, and we got the defense. And the running game and defense, as I always told y'all, is going to win you playoff games and is going to win you a motherfucking Super Bowl. A motherfucker throwing the ball 40, 50 times is not going to win you a Super Bowl, okay? It just rarely happens like that. You know what I mean? Even when we think of a team like the New England Patriots when they went undefeated, they was really more of a passing team. They was throwing that ball around, Randy Moss and them going crazy and shit, and they lost in the Super Bowl. To who? A team that can run the ball and that had a great defense, okay? And then we could just go through the years of teams, even when we talk about recently with Patrick Mahomes and the Swifties. I meant the Chiefs, they've stepped it up in the playoffs, along with the referees. We got to keep it, fuck all that. We got to keep it real. But anyway, they've been able to have a good defense, the referees, and having a good running game. So, hey, that's going to win you championships 9 times out of 10. So I'm still in the belief that the Pittsburgh Steelers definitely can run. We definitely can run the ball, and we definitely have a great defense. We just got to get our shit together. Guys are just, like I said, they're a step or two out of position. So we just have to find that kind of mixture at the end of the day where we can be successful. But I'm still in the mind state that, hey man, I'm still riding. You know what I'm saying? I'm still riding. All you hoe ass niggas that's jumping off of the bandwagon, you stay there. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You stay your bitch ass there until the season's over, and then you can get on your soapbox talking about fire Mike Tomlin. He ain't won a playoff game in the last 7 years now. Now he ain't won a game like in the last 7 years now. You know what I'm saying? The media might get out here. If the media get out here and start talking this shit, I'm just going to need y'all to hold that same energy with that white man. That's all I'm saying. Just hold that same energy with that white man in Baltimore. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, man. You know what I mean? Because y'all, man, I swear to God, y'all love to get out here and just, man, brother ain't had a losing season. Juggling quarterbacks, practice squad quarterbacks, 3rd string, 4th string quarterbacks. Motherfuckers who ain't even in the league and shouldn't even be in the league quarterbacks and having winning seasons. But y'all hold that man to be able to make something happen out of nothing at the end of the day, cooking Thanksgiving dinner with scraps and shit. And somehow he's still able to make a bomb-ass Thanksgiving dinner with scraps, all right? And y'all out here criticizing this man like he had Patrick Mahomes, Barry Sanders, Antonio Brown, Terrell Owens, and on the defensive side of the things, he got Rodney Harrison, Troy Polamalu, motherfucking Darrell Reeves, and Warren Sapp, and Junior Seau, and all these folks on the y'all like he got an all-star team of legends and shit, and he out here can't get the job done. See what I'm saying? So when we talking about this Mike Tomlin and the streak that y'all want to keep bringing up at the end of the day, understand that the man has been doing this shit with motherfuckers getting hurt going into the playoffs, juggling quarterbacks going into the playoffs. And like I said, the only shit I can hold Mike Tomlin for is the era where they had Ben Roethlisberger, Antonio Brown, and Le'Veon Bell, because those teams should at least got to the Super Bowl. At least got to the Super Bowl. But, still had the cheating ass Patriots and shit around, and, the propaganda they wanted to put on them. So it was what it was at that point. But that's the only shit I hope Mike Tomlin accountable for. And even at that, when we look back at that, some stuff you can't even really hold Mike T accountable on that shit. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But this since 2020 with the old Roethlisberger and shit like that, dog, I can't hold that man accountable. I'm just grateful that we have something to cheer for. And A few guys brought this up that I've been listening to. Shout out to Steelers Almighty. He's definitely one of them. One of the fastest growing Steeler channels on YouTube. Shout out to Big B, man. Shout out to Big B. But him and Sim Football. Shout out to him too as well. But the Steelers have been rebuilding without having to rebuild. This is how dope we have as a team that people don't understand. Most times when you're rebuilding, your team is trash. I mean, when you think about the Patriots, like the Patriots right now is in the rebuild form. So they're out here playing for absolutely nothing to cheer for. All right, so most of the time when you think about a rebuild team, you think about like the Patriots or even like a team like the Giants and stuff like that, where you're mad low key that they won that game yesterday. You know what I'm saying? I seen Giants fans on Twitter going crazy the fact that they won the game because they could have had the number one pick. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. But our team is so dope, dog. We're rebuilding and still in contention to make the playoffs. Still in contention to make the playoffs every year. So, that gives you something to root for. I'd rather have something to root for than to be out here not even wanting to watch the game and shit because I'm not about to put myself through a level of stress watching a garbage-ass goddamn product on the field. You know what I'm saying? Y'all mad now. Imagine if we was really rebuilding. Imagine if we didn't have a goddamn coach like Mike Tomlin. So I'm going to need y'all going into the new year to be a little bit more optimistic, okay? To be a little bit more hopeful, okay? A little bit more I can't even come up with the word, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. A little bit more grateful, have a little bit more gratitude for this brother at the end of the day who's carried us for 18 seasons without a goddamn losing season. Your favorite team, your favorite coach can't say he did that. There's not a lot of coaches in the NFL that can say, hey, look, I went 18 straight seasons without having a goddamn without having a losing season. I've been to 2 Super Bowls. We should have won that Super Bowl against Green Bay. It was what it was. They cheated the fuck out of us in that particular game. It just was what it was. You know what I mean? But anyway, been to 2 Super Bowls and never had a losing season. Your favorite coach can't say he did some shit like that. Bill Belichick can't say he did some shit like that. Bill Belichick, whenever Brady wasn't around, his ass was out here holding M's, okay? So how great of a coach is Bill Belichick really when you don't have the referees and an agenda, agenda behind you? You know what I mean? So how great of a coach was Bill Belichick? Because he was getting his ass spanked out there when he was the goddamn coach for the goddamn Cleveland Browns, and he was getting his ass spanked once Tom Brady left. All right? So don't talk to me about, oh, man, why he can't be like Belichick and all this other shit. Well, Mike Tomlin has done it with less than Belichick. You know what I'm saying? And still, no excuses, still had a winning season. Franchise QB go down, no problem. We throwing a backup. Backup go down, fuck it. We pick up somebody off the street, winning games. You know what I'm saying? Duck Hodges is not even in the NFL right now. And remember, Mike Tomlin had that boy as his coach. As his quarterback. And we was winning games. Kenny Pickett comes through, winning games. Mason Rudolph, winning games. You know what I'm saying? These ain't all-time elite quarterback play that we've been having. Now, recently, we got the quarterbacks with Russell Wilson and Justin Fields, and this is kind of a topic that, we have to talk about. If Russell goes out here and loses this game, dog, I ain't going to sit up and hold y'all. People saying that they want Justin Fields to be in the game, that's going to be very valid, because at this point, Russ would be 6-5 if they lose it to the Bengals. So I'm not knocking anybody that wants to talk about maybe having to change at the QB position. It is what it is because it's obviously has been somewhat struck. Russ has been in a slump these last 3 games, dog. I mean, if you want to say even in the wins that we had, he's been kind of struggling as of lately, man. You know what I mean? So maybe Justin Fields might fuck around and get the start. That's what I talked about. Justin, you got to stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. I said this early in the year when he got benched. You know what I'm saying? So this is the key reason why you got to stay ready so you don't get ready, because your opportunity might come, and when that opportunity come, you got to take full fucking advantage of that shit. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. So I'm all for the talks of, the Justin Fields, Russell Wilson. I'm still a Russell guy. I'm not gonna hold y'all, but last week was as bad as it gets for Russell, and I got to be honest on that. As much of a Russell guy I was, caping and I ain't gonna say capping, but caping for him. I gotta be honest with y'all and say, hey, man, the record speaks for itself. 4-2, 6-4. If Russ get out here and lose again, that'd be 6-5. That's something that we have to really take. We got to take that shit serious going into the playoffs. And we have some big decisions to make. If depending on how Russ plays in this particular Bengals game, we're going to have to really have that conversation about having a switch at QB for that whatever seed we end up going into. And I know some of y'all out here, y'all scared to death of Buffalo. I'm not worried about Buffalo. I ain't gonna sit up and hold you. I don't care who we play in the playoffs. It could be Buffalo, it could be Baltimore again, it could be the Texans. My mind state is we gonna win. That's it. That's all I give a fuck about. We gonna win. Straight up and down. Not, oh man, we can't beat Buffalo. I ain't trying to go to Buffalo, man. Josh Allen, he's just too much. Man, fuck Josh Allen. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Line it up. You know what I'm saying? I'm with the smoke. You know what I'm saying? I'm with all the smoke. You know what I mean? Can't get to the playoffs and start getting scared about who the fuck we gonna be playing and shit. I'm with all the smoke. I want to run through the gauntlet. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. I'm running through the gauntlet and give me the gauntlet at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like Carl Malone grandma said, if it come easy, I don't want it. You know what I'm saying? If getting the Super Bowl and getting that Super Bowl, raising that goddamn Lombardi, if it comes easy, I don't want it. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. Let me earn mine. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. Let me earn mine. But anyway, don't get mad at me, man. I just got to tell it like it is, man. So shout out to day ones. Shout out to the new ones, man. Make sure y'all niggas hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. If you want to donate, the links is in the description box. If not, that's cool. The like button that's right, y'all. The like button is free. Anyway, tell like it is TV. We out of here, y'all.